What's up? You see the camera, Mo? You're so funny. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Courtney. Hey, guys. Hello. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me plug in my charger's not plugged in. For some reason, my phone isn't charging. Ugh. Why is my phone not charging? Hey, how is everybody? Hello. Thank you. Hey, guys. What are you guys all up to? I don't know why my phone isn't charging with my charger. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Nope, you guys might have to come with me to get a new charger. What are you guys up to? What is everybody up to? Hey, I'm doing good, thank you. Hey, Aubrey. So what's going on in TikTok world, guys? I'm bored. So there's that. Oh, nothing much. So what's nothing? Oh, hold on, guys. Sorry, I gotta get this charger in. This is it. I'm telling you, a house full of people, and if they keep taking my charger, I'm telling you. New viewer here. I heard a lot of great things about you, so here I am. Oh, thank you, Shay. I appreciate it. That's sweet. All right, there we go. My phone is charging. All right, that's better. Before I lose y'all. So what's going on the streets? Y'all, what is happening? Why is everybody... Have you guys seen the whole thing with the gens? What's going on with the whole... The gen... You guys know what I'm talking about? Everyone keeps messaging me, asking me if I know who gens are. Like, what's happening? Why was at my dog rights or Lauren blocked? Lauren is not blocked. I just said hello to Lauren. So who's what smells? What is happening? You're so... I know. It's just... I got like an influx of comments and messages talking about if I know who they are. And I'm like, why does anybody care who these damn anonymous tea pages are? Hey, Mel, how are you? It's so crazy. I think it's funny. I just got blocked by Live Creator. I'm Lauren. I don't get it. Lauren, you didn't get... Nobody got blocked. You literally just watched me. So come back in under Lauren because you're not blocked. I just saw you say hello. I just said hello to you. I'm doing good, Mel. Thank you. You can't. You're blocked. Okay. Well, now you're not. So I don't know. I have no idea. That I can't... How was my day? My day's good. So we're waiting for snow. My husband decides he's going to clean out my shed. And it's freezing out. It's like 2 degrees out. Like, not really. Maybe 22, but still. And so that's what I've been doing today. I've been trying to clean up and cleaning up the mess that he's making while he's cleaning. Because you know how that goes, right? It's wild. So... Hope you got to see what I sent you from the knitting cult lady. No, Mallory, I didn't. So, guys, my messaging and TikTok is... First of all, I've always had problems with it. But it's been really off lately. I haven't been getting messages. Hey, Stray Cat. Hey, guys. So, if you send me something, do me a favor, email it to me at ivoroseknows@gmail. Just because I'm not getting messages on TikTok. And my TikTok is all screwed up, y'all. My FYP, I can't message anybody. So, I haven't been getting anything. This cat is driving me nuts. You had to uninstall and reinstall TikTok to get it work. You know what? That's a good idea. I should try that because, y'all, my FYP isn't in English, right? It's in like some kind of Middle Eastern language. And I have, come on, cat. I have like, I don't know, frogs dancing. It's like the weirdest FYP in different languages. Like they're mambaing and like salsa and all these, I don't know, y'all. It's my, Ivory, one of your, okay, well, they're not blocking you because then they would block you in this one. So I'm not sure why, I don't know. I can't do anything here on this page. So I'm not sure why you keep saying you're blocked. I'd have to go in and look for it. I don't even know if I have any mods in here. Do I have any mods in here? I don't even think I have any mods in here. I do have one. Okay. So, Stray Cat, you didn't, yeah. I don't block anybody. So I don't know. But again, TikTok has been messing with me and my page. Hey, occasionally classy. How are you? Come on, this cat, man, he just wants to get in the camera, y'all. So what are we talking about today, guys? What's going on? You guys need to fill me in because I just came on to shoot the breeze, not because I had anything planned for today. So y'all are going to, I'm good, thank you. You guys are going to narrate this live and tell me what we're talking about today. So you guys fill me in because I feel like I've been kind of MIA a little bit. I've been over on YT doing my thing over there. So you, thank you, Christy. Q2 still recovering from knee replacement surgery. Oh man, Stray Cat, I'm sorry to hear that. 12 inches of snow, man. That's wild. That's crazy. Oh, look. It's one of those, it's Cajun Navy Jen, not the real one, mind you. She's blocked, but like this, y'all, what is happening with these Cajun Navy Gens? So, all right, Cajun Navy Gen XX, y'all, what's going on? Why is everyone so trying to figure out your famous... Hey, Linda from New Jersey. Hello, I'm a Jersey girl. Where in Jersey? Well, you don't have to answer that. That was kind of, just a roundabout. Oops. So, I just think it's so funny. I don't know why these anonymous accounts. You guys remember Tea Time? Tea Time was funny she was at first. Then she wasn't so funny. So, you know what? Maybe I get it. I don't know. I think it's funny when I don't know these accounts. I think it's... TikTok didn't like that I mentioned views are low. Oh, yeah. Please. Don't say that. They don't like that. Yeah, they don't like that. So, at first, just like this. What are you talking about, Jen? Wait, this 18 time that unalive someone while live streaming? Wait, what? No. No. No, Tea Time didn't unalive anybody. Tea Time was just... At first, Tea Time was just quiet and, I don't know. These anonymous accounts don't bother me. Right? I think they're funny. I don't know. Someone sent me one of their lives one time. I go in there. It was like, I don't know. They were singing. Like, there was music. It was wild. Hey, Jillian. Yes. Hello. I've been going live a little bit, guys, but they're not pushing my lives out. My whole page is all kinds of messed up. So, no, not anymore. You're here to protect and serve. That's so funny. She was hosting and hit someone. He unalived was walking home from work. Oh, no, that's the one in the car. No, that's a different one. That's not the one in the gypsy niche. No, that's not that Tea Time. They became yelling sessions? What became yelling sessions? I'm a little confused. Thank you, Pancakes. Thank you guys for the heart me's. I appreciate it. I always appreciate the heart me's. It kind of gets me pushed out there. If you guys are in here, share out the live if you know someone who wants to chit-chat. So Jip got her account back. Apparently it has 2 now. Well, she's only monetized on 1. That's why she switched it out. So, I mean, yes, my YT account is still at Ivory Rose Knows. Thank you. Yeah, I've been over there, guys, talking about this whole Charlie Kirk thing. Did anybody see Candace Owens live yesterday? These lives are getting wild. But I think it's about time somebody calls them out. Somebody with enough viewers, somebody big enough. So, yes, thank you, Pancakes. Yeah, guys, if you guys could do me a favor and tap the hell out of my face till your fingers go numb, I really appreciate that. So Candace goes live over on YT, and she's been talking about the whole Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk thing. And y'all, that is a hot mess. That is a hot mess. There's far too many questions for Erica Kirk to be walking around being quiet and playing the whole religious field. Like, it's starting to get disgusting. It's actually starting to get disgusting. Hey, Misty Lynn, how are you? So, I don't know. But I am waiting. This is going to be the next JFK, man. I am here for it. I am too, Pancakes. I am really sick of her. It's just so crazy. It's so crazy. Well, I don't understand why people just blindly follow these organizations and they don't stop and really look. Like, this woman has made hundreds of millions of dollars off the death of her husband, and I don't know, nobody's like, whoa, you know. My mother-in-law, who's very religious, called her a Jezebel, because she is, man. She is. Hey, Love Wolf, how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you doing? I think they're all just puppets for the Heritage Foundation. I think it goes even deeper than that, but I agree with you, Mallory. You're right. I believe they absolutely are puppets. They're all puppets. It's nothing but a big money scheme. Have you guys seen Sharon Osbourne? Do you guys remember Sharon Osbourne after Ozzy died? Like, my heart broke for that woman. That was a woman who was traumatized and grieving, and you can see it in her face. She had no idea who she was. Like, you can look at her and you can feel it. Yes, Pancakes. You can feel the grief that she, just by looking at her, we all recognize that feeling of like, I can't stand up. She still is grieving. Absolutely. That, when I look at it, was grief. The whole shit show that Erica Kirk put on, that whole tour, like, oh, the event we put up, that was your husband's memorial. And here you are talking about, we did such a great job putting on this event. Like, the event that made us money after my husband was dead. That's not grief. None of this is grief. None of it. But Sharon Osbourne, now that's grief. That is what I expect to see when I see a wife who lost a husband. And her husband, I mean, his death wasn't even as, I don't want to say as bad, because that's not what I mean. Everyone's death is bad. You know what I mean? Thank you, Greenie, for the follow. I appreciate it. Wasn't so public and so heinous, right? You know what I mean? And here Sharon Osbourne is, I mean, the woman just looked like it was so sad. It was so sad to see that woman. My heart broke for her. It actually, like, I felt all of the feelings when I watched that woman. And then you have Erica Kirk out here laughing in these Zoom videos, talking about how much money they made and how their merch of Charlie's death is the merch, the sales of the merch are going up. Like, absolutely wild. Like, that's what you're talking about 5 days after your husband's dead? Oh, the merch sales are going through the roof. They just keep going. Like, what? What? Who's selling merch at a memorial? I mean, come on. What would you guys do if Sharon Osbourne started selling t-shirts? Insane. Absolutely crazy. 5 days is some crazy crap. 5 days after, and you're sitting there laughing, talking about, oh, look at the little emojis. Like, I'm blessed and honored that my husband was shot in public. I'm sure you are blessed and honored. It went just as you planned, in my opinion, for educational purposes only. So, I don't know. It's all fake to me. All of it is fake. Hey, She Shed. She shed. I can't. That's so hard for me to say. It's so fake. And 5 years later, Kobe's wife is still mourns and can't do any big event. Lizzie, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We have all grieved at some point in our life, right? We know grief when we see it, and that shit show acting was not grief. That, her lack of true grief really made me, before anything else came out, I clocked that fake grief. How do you fake it? It's wild. I'm a widow and still mourn every day. Exactly, Stray Cat. Exactly. And she's just sitting there talking about merch and events and money, and we're still going to work and the manipulation, y'all, is wild. The manipulation is wild. Charlie would want you to work 20-hour days, don't sleep. Don't just keep on going for Charlie because Charlie wants that money. Like, do the events, do all the things that makes us money because that's what Charlie would want. Like, it's just absolutely manipulative. And here this woman is loaded now because she's out there spewing some Bible verses that ChatGPT reminded her of, and it's absolutely wild. How effing dare who? Me? Oh, Anna looks like she got something to say. Come on up. Come on up, Anna. Come on up. You got something to say? How dare who? How dare I what? Question this shit show that we're sitting there with the fake grief? How dare I what? You can't sit there and say that she hasn't put on a show since the day her husband was shot. That's obvious. She was on tour since day one. The next day she had t-shirts and her husband in a halo. My family's sitting here. I'm not coming up anywhere. Well, you had the opportunity. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. And my opinion is that woman ain't grieving. You could sit there and come at me and talk about everybody grieves differently. And that's so true. Everybody grieves differently. But we all know that our psyche knows, our psychological mind can pick up on feelings that we've all felt before, and nobody is relating to her grief. Nobody is relating to her grief. The woman didn't take a minute to sit back and be like, man, my life is without my husband now. It's wild. The first thing she did was talk. She's doing what Turning Point always did. Turning Point always didn't take a break, faked grief, and made money off the back of dead people. Is that what they always did? So why is anybody following them? She has to move forward, keep it moving. No, really? Why does she have to keep moving? Why? Because everything she's putting out there is the complete opposite of what Charlie was putting out there. That's number one, because Charlie was all about families, right? So she doesn't have to keep on going. What does she have to keep on going for? What? Keep on going, making money off the fact that your husband was shot in public? That's what Charlie would have wanted? That's what you all are telling me. Anna, that's what you're telling me Charlie Kirk would have wanted. Go make hundreds of millions of dollars, put me in a halo on a t-shirt, put up the tent that I was shot in, and make sure the organization makes all that money? And then make sure my organization is out there being illegal, talking about politics when it shouldn't be. That's what Charlie wanted? Because if you ask me, she ran it to the ground in less than 6 months. So tell me again how that's what Charlie wanted. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Ask your hub what he wants. What does that even mean? Do you think for 1 second, if I ask my husband after you die, would you want me out there selling t-shirts at your memorial? What? What? He'd laugh at me and be like, are we for real? But me and my husband also set each other up that if something ever happened to one of us, you don't have to work. We would both want one of us with the children. Right? Because that's what any partner would want. I would want you to make sure that those children are home with you, taken care of. Jillian, she sold t-shirts the next day. with pictures of her husband in a halo. And then they sold t-shirts that were the exact replica of the t-shirt that he was shot in. That's before she went and put up, I don't even think it was a replica. I think it was the actual tent that Charlie Kirk was shot in, so people could take selfies underneath the tent that he was shot in. And we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars. And then she's sitting there, and since she's been out, she's been doing nothing but pushing politics. Nothing but pushing politics. Lovely? Lovely, yes. Lovely, you're not lying. You're not. Did you guys see Bassem Youssef in the interview with Candace Owens? He is so funny. He was so, I was literally belly laughing. He was so funny. Talking about, what do you think about Erica Kirk? Well, I don't want to get controversial. She did it. Like, so funny. I was cracking up. But that conversation between the two of them really did open my eyes. I really enjoyed that specific live. Like, I really did listen to the two of them. It was a great live. So if you guys didn't watch that one, I would suggest you at least watch that one because it was great. I wouldn't care that my husband just passed. Who said that? Wait, what is happening in the chat here? CK wasn't apologetic. He didn't believe in graven images. Yes. Yeah. Spell check changed it. Sorry. I meant would care. Oh, all right. Okay. It's just wild to me that you have this organization that is out there. And again, everyone keep pushing God's word, right? And God, what is God? I mean, listen. They're out there pushing God's word, acting the complete opposite, using God's name to make money and to push politics and to manipulate every single one of you. It is the most, and they're literally dancing in people's faces and nobody's seeing it. It's just, I mean, I'll spew a Bible verse. Y'all can send me hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, let's go. Make it make sense. It's just wild to me. I'm curious, is there anyone in here who thinks that Erica Kirk really is grieving? Because I want to hear from you. I want you to show me how she's grieving. And please don't come at me with everybody grieves differently, because that's the most asinine thing I've ever heard. My friend lost her husband and was pregnant when she did, and 2 days later she had to work. I didn't get to read the rest of that comment. No, I think it's all for show. It absolutely, thank you, she said. Thank you. It absolutely is all for show. Yeah, it's just, I mean, literally she had the book printed out. The book was ready to go and published, like all of these things. It's almost like she had him prepared before he was dead. That's how fast these things took off. Like, you designed t-shirts, you had memorials. It seemed like everything was all planned before he even died, because they were pulling out these events like crazy. And then they go and fire everybody who worked their asses off to pull these events off. And it's just crazy to me. Jillian, I really do believe it was planned before he was gone. It just, how do you get all, it's, you can't get all of that done. And who's sitting there like, well, how can we make the most money off my husband's assassination? You know what I mean? Like, did you guys see her crying over the casket? Like, man, I've never seen something more fake in my entire life. I can't. It disgusts me. It makes me sick to my stomach. She was over 2 days later. Nobody can convince me that she was sad about him being killed. Amber, I agree with you. Nobody can convince me that she was sad. She was on the podcast, the Charlie Kirk show the next day, all smiling. We're just going to keep on going. We're going to take it to the next level. Like, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And then the wiping of the... Like, what kind of mascara does this woman use? Because you want to make money. I push that one out because you supposedly had tears and not her eyes were perfect. Crazy. I don't know about you guys when you guys cry in full face of makeup, but I got black streaks coming down, like everything everywhere. Like there's just no freaking way. I wish I could believe he's alive somewhere. You know, so many people think that Charlie Kirk is still alive. I see it, guys, in my comments everywhere, right? Thank you, Rhonda, for the follow. I appreciate it. My whole thing is make that make sense for me. Is there anybody in here who believes that Charlie Kirk is still alive? So many people. I've been seeing it. You do, Mel. You do? Or that he faked it. So many people believe that. I mean, when I tell you that people message me in my comments over on White Sea, like I have longer form videos over there and talk about it more over there. And these people literally are just like, what are you talking about? He's alive. And they really do believe it. And I'm just like, what is everybody seeing? What is everybody seeing that makes you think that that man faked it? Like, why would he fake his death? What would he get out of it? No, it's lewd. Yeah. Yeah, they really do believe that that man did that on purpose. I believe that between her and the government, he was silenced. I believe that too. I believe he's dead, but it didn't look fake when I saw the actual video of what happened to him. It did look fake. Part of me believed that Charlie Kirk was only supposed to be grazed. Like maybe it was a plan that he was supposed to pull a Donald Trump and just be grazed. And it didn't work out that way because right before he was shot, he was sitting there. He wasn't moving. The microphone was down. It was just the way he was sitting was just weird. And the fact that I think she definitely either knew about it or was in on the whole thing. Absolutely. I really do believe that she knew something. Well, she knew everything. Isn't that what she said on the phone call? I don't believe he would incite that kind of fear into people because he feared God. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't him. You know what I mean? Like maybe he was just supposed to be grazed. Who knows? None of that really matters because at the end of the day, the man's dead and nobody has benefited more from his death than Erica Kirk. So, I mean, nobody benefited. She's worth 2, almost 3 times more than what he was worth when he was alive. The company, I mean, literally made what? A couple of $100 million since his death. All selling. I mean, literally they're selling his death. Turning Point USA is selling Charlie Kirk's death. And they've made more than $250 million on his death. And that's just the company. That's not even what Erica Kirk made, personally. That's crazy. As with the fake tears. And again, I think that they put Erica Kirk in charge of that because, I mean, think about it. Christianity, from the whole Christian view, nobody, the Bible protects, or God always protects the widows and the children, the orphans, right? I think in their mind, nobody was going to question the grieving widow. But no, we all question the grieving widow because there was no grief. Isn't it weird that the day after he suggested releasing the Epstein files, he was killed? Amber, that is really, I think a lot of things played into it. I really do believe a lot of things played into his demise and how he ended up dead and why. I think she definitely used his death to promote Turning Point because after it, first of all, who knew what Turning Point USA was before Charlie Kirk's death? I mean, let's be real. Maybe out of the 108 people in here, maybe 10 of you. And let's be real. Who knew who Erica Kirk was before his death? Nobody, probably. Right? And now all you see is Turning Point USA this, Turning Point USA that. Erica Kirk is going to be up on the political stage now pushing politics. What? You were, a couple of months ago, you were nobody, honey. You were home as a mama in a kitchen cooking a dinner with the kids like the rest of us, and now all of a sudden you're somebody pushing politics and God and all of the things. It's so wild to me. It's so wild. Honestly, I didn't know any of them existed. I preferred it that way. Yeah, Amber, I did. I knew who Charlie Kirk was because Charlie Kirk debated, and I'm all about debate. I love debate. I love to watch debate. I love to just study how people debate. Like, I always can call, you know what I mean? Like, so debating for me, I've known all of the people who debate and do all this stuff. I knew who Charlie Kirk was. And Erica Kirk, I only knew who she was because of her, the app, the Bible 360 app thing, which I had issues with, and I'll get into that another day. But yeah, but I didn't know Erica Kirk was Charlie Kirk's. Like, I didn't put the two of them together. What's your opinion on Candace Owens? Well, so I like Candace Owens. I think she's entertainment. I think she's really good at what she does. I think she's really good at investigating. This is true for everything that I do, though. I don't just believe people. You know, I'm not just going to take something that Candace Owens says and run with it or back it without vetting the information myself, which I always do. Because again, I don't trust that Candace Owens, everything she's going to say is true. She can be wrong. Now, do I believe that Candace Owens is doing this because she really is interested in finding out who killed her friend? Yes, I do believe that she is seriously trying to find out. I think she knows, and I think she knows what happened to Charlie. I think that she has to be careful. I think that she knows that they messed up and she's calling them out. I do believe her intentions are there. The thing that I question about Candace Owens is you were in bed with these people for so long. I don't sit there. I do too. I think she can't come out and say it or they will get her next. Right. Now, what makes me question about Candace Owens' motives is I think that, yes, I think her motive is to find out what happened to Charlie, but I question Candace because you worked so close with Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, all of the donors. You knew about all of the things. She was on the inside for a while. She was extremely close to Charlie Kirk. You can't tell me that Candace Owens just all of a sudden Charlie Kirk is dead and now you realize that everybody in this little inner circle of Charlie Kirk is now all frauds and they're all these evil people and they're all... So part of me wonders, I think that she's speaking out now because her friend is dead, but I feel like she was in on it a little bit more. Like, you have to take accountability. Like, you weren't innocent. I don't believe that Candace Owens was completely innocent and had no idea what was going on from the inside. You know what I mean? Like, did she eventually wake up? Yeah, probably. I think that Charlie Kirk knew a little bit more than what people are thinking. People are thinking like Charlie Kirk was some superhuman. He's so close to God. Like, he's a saint. He's an angel. He was Charlie Kirk. He was a human who ran a multi-million-dollar organization. He liked his money. I think that money always talks. I don't think every decision that he ever made, just like Candace Owens and everybody else, I don't think every decision he made was God-based, and that's because of what God would want. It doesn't make him any less of a God-fearing man. It doesn't make him any less respectable for his Christian views. However, I don't believe Charlie Kirk was completely innocent and all of a sudden just woke up and these people are doing this fraud with his company and these donors now are doing all these shady things. I think that he got into the shade and into the money too much, got and backed himself in a corner, and then was like, I need to get out, and now I can't. And I really do believe that he got to the point where at first he thought that he could trust people and then realized that he couldn't because it was getting bigger than him. But I do believe that Charlie Kirk had to have known what was going on within the company. Charlie Kirk had to have known what was going on with his inner circle. Charlie Kirk was an intelligent man who did nothing but ask questions. You mean to tell me the questions he didn't ask were the ones about the people in his life? In his immediate life, about the people in his country running his organization? You mean to tell me he didn't go down that rabbit hole? Because wouldn't you? I would. So, do I believe Charlie Kirk knew who Turning Point and these Tyler Boyers and Andrew Kovets and all of these people were in bed with? Yeah, I absolutely believe that Charlie Kirk knew exactly who Turning Point was in bed with. I can't sit here and act like Charlie Kirk was some perfect man who did no wrong just because he loved God. I'm a sinner. I love God too. I'm a sinner. I'm a Christian. I'm a Catholic. Like, I love God, but it doesn't mean I'm not a sinner. It means I try every day. I try to make my decisions the best I can, but it doesn't mean that I'm perfect, and neither was Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, money's money. Like, I think that, he got into bed with people he shouldn't have. I think that it got too much for him, and he panicked and didn't know what to do after that. And I think that people like Candace Owens and all of these people, I think they kind of knew. You can't tell me you didn't know any of this was going on this entire time, or you can't sit there and act like you were working for Turning Point USA, working so close with Charlie, your great friend, and you knew nothing. Or you just calling him out now because you know why he's dead. You know who did it because you know them well enough, because you've worked with them, and now you're calling them out, but it doesn't make you any less involved in the situation or in bed with the same people. That's what I believe. Now, it doesn't mean I don't like Candace Owens. I like her. She's entertainment. I think she's good at what she does. However, I think that her sitting there acting like these people are all horrible and these people have been working for decades against Charlie. And, I think everybody knew who they were all in bed with. They're all extremely intelligent people, and they all knew how to do the same investigating work and ask the same questions back then. You mean to tell me everyone just walked around like dumbasses blind? Like, I'm Candace Owens, I'm going to ask everybody else questions, but not the questions to the people right here. Same thing as Charlie. Charlie was extremely intelligent. Charlie walked around, he built his organization from the ground up. He built his entire persona off asking questions, understanding, investigating things, really coming to a full understanding. But you mean to tell me that Charlie Kirk skipped that when it came to his own personal life, who was around his wife, his kids, who his wife was, who her family was, who he got into bed with his organization, who Bibi Netanyahu was, all these people? Like, come on. Come on. I think that they definitely at some point used him as a puppet because Charlie Kirk liked money and he wanted his business to take off, which I'm not mad at him. Business is business. You know what I mean? Like, listen, you can't sit there. You're a businessman, right? Charlie Kirk was a businessman. He built that business. He, did all of the things. He made deals. There were donors. He built the business. He was a businessman. Do I think that every business deal that man ever had in his entire organization was God-based? Let's do it, God? No, I believe he was human. I believe he made mistakes. I believe he got greedy at times. I believe all of the things. I just believe Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens are human. And I don't believe they're as innocent in any of this. I think they're just at fault as well, except for the fact that they woke up and realized that all of a sudden the situation around them became bigger than them, and they didn't know what to do. Definitely Charlie Kirk. Now, does that mean that that Candace Owens is out here? No, I think Candace Owens knows exactly who did it and knows why, because she was in bed with them all too. She knows exactly what these people are capable of. So I think I'm at the point now where I'm trying to figure out Candace Owens as far as, how innocent or at what point did she wake up to everything going on around her. So that's my take on Erica Kirk, although I like her. I think she's smart. I think she's entertaining. I think, so I'm going to keep watching her. Everything she said so far has been on point. Again, I don't just take information because it comes from Candace Owens, like all of a sudden things are 100% true because they come out of Candace Owens' mouth. No, I usually check it out myself. And so, yeah, she's right about everything so far as far as I can see. So, yeah, that's what I feel about Candace Owens. Any other questions? Because that ended up to be long-winded. I'm a talker, guys. I'm sorry. I absolutely believe that I think Candace opened up her eyes when she was doing the Kamala background. You know, I like the fact that she did open up her mind. And I like the fact that, listen, I think one of our biggest divides in this country right now is politics. It's left and right, it's red and blue, it's Republican, Democrat, and if we just push, they want us to argue. Let me tell you something. I don't care if they're Republican, I don't care if they're Democrat, they're all snakes. I can assure you that the Republicans are not out here acting dirty, but the Democrats are saints. They're all acting dirty. They're all sitting there in this elite society that you and I are not privy to, because we ain't got that kind of money. We ain't got the funds for that. They're all in this elite society laughing because they're all in bed with each other. You think that Democrats and Republicans ain't really working behind the scenes with each other? No, they just screw babies together, right? Like, no, they absolutely are all in bed with each other. Let's be for real. This whole Epstein thing, it's all a big facade. They're all going down. Republicans, Democrats, celebrities, like, they're all going down because it's the society of the elite that we're not privy to. They don't care. Let me tell you something. You think that it's just a show. I don't even want to get into the whole, it's really the whole, it makes me laugh. It's just to get us to fight. Because, you know, you can't take both sides, right? You got to take one or the other. It's really just a divide. It's really just a game to them. It's really just a game to them. Who really has our best interest at heart? Let's be real. Left or right? Nobody. They got their best interest at heart. It's always been about covering each other up. You all think you're sitting there going, oh, the Dems are going after the Republicans. No, they ain't. They're all sitting in bed together behind the scenes. They are all in bed together behind the scenes. And it is all just to divide us. That's really what I see it as. Thank you, Prison, for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't care who goes down. If you are involved, you need to go to prison no matter who you are. Donna, I completely agree with you. The problem is, I think that there's too many dirty people. And again, left, right, like I don't give a shit where you're sitting on a fence. There's too many dirty people, and who holds the dirty people accountable? Because the people that can hold them accountable are just as, if not more dirty. So who is really ever going to hold these people? Why are people not in jail for the whole Epstein thing? Why are people not in jail for the whole... There's people that should be in jail right now that I'm just like, can you... Then it's never going to happen. Not until our democracy, or not until our politics right now. It all just needs to crumble. It needs to crumble. Everyone needs to stop fighting left versus right, defending this, because we need to let it crumble. They're going to crumble within themselves. They can't keep it up much longer. Exactly, Amber. It's not even a difference in politics. At this point, it's a difference in morals. You're absolutely right. The problem is they are trying to condition us. They are trying to set our standards of what we're going to accept. Right? Like, they really are. Like, how much has child PD stuff been thrown in our face? Right? They started out like, just, we're going to bring it out in the news. This one person went after a child. This one, well, a little bit of Epstein here. Can I tell you, child molestation and child abuse has been thrown in our face as a society on the news. It's what our politics is fighting about. It's everything, to the point where it's like they are trying to condition us to just think that we're going to accept it, right? It's just so in our face. They are trying to normalize it to the point where it's so overwhelming that we don't even question it anymore. Like, look at Melissa Gilbert, her husband, or look at this person. Like, you know, any of us turn on the news and go, oh my gosh, not the babies. They did that to a child? No, we don't do it anymore because we are so just overexposed that it's just like, again, whatever. You know, it doesn't even shock us anymore because it's so in our face, and it's concerning. They're trying to desensitize us from all of this with the children. We're going to make them accept child abuse and child SA. And, 10-year-olds they're not children. They can consent, because if they can consent to, changing their gender, then they can consent to sex, right? Why are we letting 10-year-olds consent to anything? They're 10. Oh, 15 is really not a child. Like, mine is. And if you touch her, I'll break your fucking fingers. So what do you mean 15? 16, 17 is not really a child. Can they vote? No. Can they drink if they want to? No. So we're going to allow them to not be children so we can sleep with them. But when it comes to making them adults, we're not going to let them make decisions because they're children, but they can make those kind of decisions because we're the government now, and we're going to say, they're not really children. What? It's absolutely insane. They are trying to desensitize us as a nation to accept children and their reactions to children. That's exactly what's happening. It's been thrown in our face so much that it doesn't even shock us anymore. A friend of mine said to me the other day, something about, I don't remember which celebrity was caught in a hotel room cheating on his wife. Was in there with a hooker, right? And I'm like, well, was she of age? Yeah. I'm like, well, let him do what he wants at this point, because we got to watch out for the ones that are taking the kids in the hotel rooms. She, and she started laughing. She was like, that's wild. That's so funny though. Because it's like, listen, if you're going to go pay somebody for some sex in a hotel room, but they're an adult, you're not even on my radar anymore, because we got to sit there and worry about the children. They're putting our children in. And then people like Turning Point USA, this organization who wants to sit there and try and teach the kids how to vote, right? Get to the children, manipulate them, desensitize them. We're going to get into high schools now. We're going to teach them the way. Okay? And what? And what? It's just acceptable now. Like, all of it's just acceptable. Like, why are you trying to manipulate children? Man, it's just crazy. It's scary. It's scary, especially me, because you guys know, thank you, Crazy Cajun Mama, for the follow. I appreciate it. You guys know I have a lot of kids, right? I got 10 kids. I got 5 grandkids. I am worried for my children. I still have little ones. I'm worried for my grandchildren. I'm worried for my adult children who are out here not really understanding everything to a full level. And I'm just like, trust nobody. You know what I mean? Like, trust nobody. Oh, I'm going to leave my, this one's going to leave my grandson at the youth center at church. And I'm like, no, don't. Think about it. The fact that I have to question whether or not my children or grandchildren can be left at a youth center at church, because I am just not trusting what the government is showing me, what Turning Point USA and these organizations that are Christ-backed, like they're all about God, but they're all about child touchers too. Like they're kitty touchers. Like, why are you sitting there having these pastors on tour that trail back to child abuse and trafficking? Like, it's so wild that I don't, CCD, my kids used to go to CCD. Now I'm like, are you not being left anywhere? I don't care what religion, what kind of church it is. No, because you're all just sitting there acting like this isn't a big deal. Like, we're just going to let kitty touchers go head the youth program in our church because, well, God's all about forgiveness. Hold on a second. He was convicted 3 times. What do you mean forgiveness? Why is he in a church? In a youth center around kids? But this is the people that Turning Point USA likes to get into bed with. And I say that lightly. But it's crazy. I think that this whole Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA, I think that rabbit hole goes really, really deep. Really, really deep. Becky, man, I don't... And you know what? The sentences now for this, like you can go and you can grape a kid, right? And they're just gonna, you know what, plea deal, yeah, all right, you could be out in 6 months. I know firsthand. It's the most insane thing. But if you get arrested for tax evasion, you're in for life. Don't screw with the money, but go screw with our kids. We'll get you out in 6 months. Plead guilty. Good for the, it's a win for us, a win for you. Like, whatever. Do it again, whatever. We'll put you on this list that, whatever. You're fine. It's all good. It's all good. Just make sure you pay your taxes. Just claim everything on your taxes. Because if you don't pay your taxes, you're going away for life. But go touch the kiddies. It's like these people come out of jail, these convicted child abusers, these convicted felons come out of jail, and it's like the government hands them like, yeah, here's a lifetime pass to Chuck E. Cheese. Just go for it. Just pay your taxes. Do the American godly thing, right? Pay the taxes. It says it in the Bible. Pay the taxes. Screw the kiddies, but pay the taxes. Come on. Come on. I'm not saying, Amanda, that Charlie Kirk was like that. I'm just saying I believe that Charlie Kirk was no stranger to making a business deal. He was a businessman and very good at it. Now, let's be real. Can some business transactions be a little shady? Sure. I think Charlie Kirk was human. I don't believe Charlie Kirk did all of that. I think that organization that he built definitely supports that. And I think your government supports that. I think all the elite support it. All the elite. Look at Nickelodeon. Look at all those kids. Look at Amanda Bynes right now. Come on. Come on. It's like, whatever, we'll make you a millionaire. We'll put you on TV. Sure, just let me play. It's man, listen, my kids, And we're out here letting them do it in the name of God because God. These people are out here supporting this, condoning it, hiring it, putting it on tour, and then they're all going to come out here and check you on God. They're going to try and clock your Christian What? Please, tell me about your grief again. Because I just can't. I ain't got the patience for stupid. Stupid is one of my biggest pet. I can't do stupid. I would love to sit there and have a conversation with Erica Kirk. Let's talk about it. Let's debate religion. Let me tell you, and you can tell me. And I bet you I'm going to walk out the winner of that one. Because I am so sick and tired of, stay away from the kids. First of all, is anybody concerned about Erica Kirk's children? Or just me? Because here you are, she's out here when we all questioned her and said, well, you're not home with your kids. You should be home with your kids. Their daddy just died and you're on tour. You're out there making the money for the big events, but where are your kids? And so her response was, well, I take my kids to work with me. They're in the office with me every day. They come with me. So they're on tour with you with a pastor that's linked to child abuse and trafficking. So you just let your kids run around these people and you're okay with it? I'm a little concerned about the children. I'm just saying. Because here you are, you're so if they're on tour with you, then you're just going to let these pastors just what? Go play, kids. Go play. I'm a little concerned. Are you treating them the same way you treated your little Romanian angels? Because we all know what happened there, right? Everybody's just her little angel. They all end up screwed and dead, literally. The hubby, the orphans. Be careful if she calls you an angel, because that's a target. I'm just saying. If she calls you one of her angels, oh, because they're angels on earth, they're breathing angels. Look, didn't she call them to her Turning Point USA family that she just fired? Right? There are breathing angels. Look what they did. They got us through all the events and made us hundreds of millions, and then they got fired. If that woman calls you an angel, you're screwed. She put a target on you. You're done. It's over. It's a done deal. And I'm telling you. Listen to anybody she's ever called an angel. Anybody, where are these 75 kids she had in the orphanage? Do we know where those kids ended up? Her little Romanian angels? Does anybody know where these kids are? Why is nobody asking where are these kids? Is the orphanage still there? I can't find it. I can't find this orphanage, so where are those children? Where are those 75 children she had in that orphanage? Candace Owens, can you answer that one? Somebody? Ask that. Where were those babies? Where were the kids? Crazy. Yeah, Epstein Island. You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. It's just, it's so disgusting, and I'm tired of I'm just tired of it being thrown in our faces. Please protect the children. Your children, just know when I'm out and about, your children, my children. Your children are being watched just like my children are being watched, because y'all, there ain't nobody out here protecting your children. I promise you they're not. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely crazy. Hold on, I got a puzzle piece, guys. So, that's my thought for the day. I don't know. I just went off on a tangent because things are pissing me off, guys. These people, the government, politicians, they're all pissing me off. And the fact that these people are like, oh, no, Trump's doing right by us, or this person's doing right by us. No, they're all playing a game in your face. Turning Point USA is all worried about the money. All worried about the money. It's disgusting. Because God said it's all about the money. Pay your taxes. Except for Turning Point. They don't have to pay taxes, right? Man, I could just imagine. Nobody cares anymore. And you know what, though? All roads lead back to money. Absolutely. That's so true. But I do believe that it's all going to be taken down now, because I think the worst thing that ever happened to these elite are the fact that my punk ass has got social media. Your punk ass has got social media. We're all going to go out there and we're looking and we're zooming and we're asking the questions and we're being thorns in people's asses. We're going to be the reason they crumble. So keep on asking questions. Keep on shouting. Protect the children. Don't stand for it. Don't, oh no, I understand. We'll take that. Don't settle for any of it. Ask the questions. Call them out. Always call them out. Always call them out. The more we call them out, the safer our kids are going to be. That's why they want to control this app and others. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Donna, for the follow. I appreciate it. Eric is even making Charlie look bad. Yes! Yes! Because nothing she's out here doing is anything that he stood for. It's wild. And then these people are just like, well, she said God, so she's right. It's stupid. It's so sad what's going on in this world. Too much hate and murder. Yeah, and it's all, again, we're being desensitized from all of it. All of it. Like now it's just like, man. I think Turning Point USA took an ugly turn after Charlie was killed. I don't think he was a money-hungry guy. I tend to disagree. I think that I think it got even worse. But no, I think that Charlie absolutely knew who was running his companies, what was going on. I think that he just got in a little too deep and had to stop it. I don't think Charlie was extra special human. I don't think he was some saint. I think he was a businessman, and let's be real, it was really about money. It was about donors. And I believe that he was doing some shady crap. He was their puppet. You donate this much, I'll say whatever you want me to say. And let me tell you something about these debates that they have at campus. You guys have all seen me. I can debate like nobody else. I love to debate. I can debate every single point of any subject. You guys watched me do it with Jack, my old mod. Okay? I can debate something that I don't believe in. I can debate. Debating is a skill, and it goes way above just knowing something and asking questions. It's actually, there's so much more to being able to debate. And so when you sit there and you watch them, not everything that he said was true, not everything that he said was fact. It's just a skill on manipulating words and playing on words and all of it. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think that he got into bed with some shady people and it got a little bit too much. And I think that he realized, man, I'm in over my head. I got to back out. And I think that the others at Turning Point USA, and I think that the others that lies in bed with him every night and he calls Mrs., might have been like, well, that's too much money. We're not going to stop that. And he's like, no, I think we really need to step back. We're going to get ourselves into trouble. And they were just seeing the money signs, obviously, because that's all Erica Kirk and Turning Point USA is about now, is the money, right? I think he wanted to be like, we need to put a slow down to the money or we're going to be called out. And they were like, no, keep it coming. That's not true. We can handle it. And I think, bam, I think that's what happened. He was trying to slow the money roll and they were not having it. One minute they got him as a Jew. The next minute they got him as a Catholic. The next minute they got him. And that's another thing. Like, what are we talking? What Bible he is reading? Like, what Christianity? It's just wild to me. It's just wild. Wild. You buried him in a Catholic cemetery. You had a whole Catholic funeral for him. As you're sitting there, it's the most insane. I can't, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I look like your sister. Well, your sister's pretty. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being a wise ass. But on that note, guys, I am going to go. I just came in to shoot the shit with you guys and see what you guys are up to. And isn't Trump supposed to be Jewish now all of a sudden? Listen, Shabbat Shalom to all of everybody. Who knows? We're all going to be Jewish soon. I mean, we're just little Israel right now. Like, listen. Y'all are going to get me to go down a train y'all don't want me to go down. So I'll skip this conversation. We'll save this one for another day that Ivory decides she's going to go on her rant. Then y'all can ask me about that. But I'm going to get going, guys. I just came on to shoot the shit. If somebody else is live later, guys, share it. I'm going to be snowed in, so maybe I'll come back on later. I don't know. Y'all can keep me busy. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys to the mods that are in there keeping the chat clean. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys later. If I can get out of here.